Hi guys, this is Negla. I'm here with a monthly reading for the month of May 2017 for our masculine energies. I hope everybody had a very nice and very productive month of April. It's been very strong energies for all of us, for those especially on a very intuitive spiritual journey. And many of us have felt a huge and a major shift, especially around the Easter Sunday and Easter time in the month of April. And I hope you really were able to benefit from that time and benefit from the amount of positive energies that we were receiving. Whether the energies are going to support you in purging pains of the past or clearing some negative forms of karmic connections or karmic relationships, or it just helped propel you forward in your own mission and your own life purpose. So I'm gonna get going with our masculine energy reading for this month. As you know, I usually post the cards that I'm using in the description of the video. I'm gonna start by going through the cards that represent the energy or the healing or what's going on in the background for our masculine. And then I'm going to do the romance angel cards, and I'm going to be looking at what the love life for our masculine looks like for this month. And then I'm going to be ending with more about the finances and careers. And just as a note, because I started to notice more and more patterns in how things are going, especially with the masculine energies, is sometimes, with these readings, the reading will present three different forms of information. It will present information coming from the immediate past or something that happened already. It's going to be informing us about some information about the current moment, which is a present, and also some of the information that I'm channeling in those videos are information would be considered as a future kind of event. So always take whatever is resonating for you at that moment, because sometimes when you're watching readings like that, and especially because I'm using my full intuition and I'm connecting to channeling, our spirit guides, our archangels, or our support spiritual team, the information would be sometimes pertinent to that moment, and sometimes as you go forward in time, you're going to be flashing back something that was mentioned in one of those readings. And sometimes you're going to feel guided that you look back at some of my monthly readings, because you're going to have to connect sometimes with some of those readings that I made several months ago, because again I'm going to explain some of the things that you're going through now, or especially with the masculine energies going forward in different kinds of waves. Some of them are going to be relating to more of the videos that I've done in my past videos or videos I've done previously. So always feel those videos or these kinds of readings with your own intuition. And if you feel that you need to go back, or maybe just wait until you go forward with other readings, just please feel free that you connect more on a soul level with those kinds of readings. So let me show you what we received as the first card of our masculine energy. The first card is adventure. And I know this card actually came to our feminine energies, I believe, last month, which is the sense of adventure. Let me show you a little bit what's going on with this card. Down here, there's a butterfly, and it's like a postcard kind of an image. It's got the Eiffel Tower in the background, and she's just pulling forward with all of this. And the first things that came with this card when I saw this card, actually the cards, it was really strange this time with the masculine energies. The cards was literally jumping out of the deck when I was shuffling, and it was just like, oh my god, it's like a lot of cards just coming out all at the same time, which really for me just signifies that the messages coming for the masculine are becoming more and more than just one card or two or even three. So I feel that they want me to, at least for now, just to focus on a few things, but like the messages are really, really very deep and very profound, coming on what's happening with the masculine energies. And of course, as you know, that when I'm speaking about a masculine energy, it's not a gender specific. Um, so it really could be someone who identifies themselves as a feminine energy, but yet at some point they identify more with their masculine side, because over time we keep going back and forth trying to balance both sides of who we are, because we are all masculine and feminine energies, but we identify ourselves more with one of them, but it doesn't mean that we don't have to have peace with the other side of who we are. So people, when who have this balanced lives or balanced kind of spirit, they are people who are able to balance both sides of themselves, the feminine and the masculine, having actual peace between both sides of them. So I just felt that I'm supposed to say that. Anyway, when it comes to this card, Adventure, I feel very much this card is about playfulness. I kept getting this card in many of the readings I've been doing throughout the last maybe week or 10 days. I kept getting this card about playfulness. So I feel there's something really very interesting about this card, that it's about our masculine energies remembering something about their own childhood, um, a childlike innocence, a childlike sense of wanting to go on adventures and wanting to play. It's like someone who um, is really feeling the urge to enjoy life, enjoy laughters, enjoy the little innocent things that when we used to be children that we used to do. Used to play and have fun, hide and seek, like doing all these kinds of fun things coming out with this card. So it's about our masculine remembering that they need to enjoy life, and they need to have this sense of adventure in how they're pursuing life. This card is also, I feel it's about leaps of faith into something that is unknown. It's about going on new beginnings and new adventure, which is really ties very well with the whole world about being playful. When you're playful, you really don't really know, like if you're playing a board game, for example, you're not really going to know exactly what each move you're going to be making, how it's going to come. If you're rolling your dice, for example, you don't know how many moves you're going to be moving forward, but yet you keep going with the game, and you keep going with whatever life is throwing at you at that moment. And this is exactly how many of our masculine energies are feeling. They're feeling that they are really rolling their dice and moving forward with whatever life is showing them. It's like those steps that they have to go forward. These steps are being lighted up for them, and they're just following something that they can't really fully see in their 3D perspective, but yet they're following their intuition and following this whole idea of them having an understanding of what a leap of faith truly means, that they have this courage to go forward with steps they have never really thought about, but yet they're feeling that it's going to be okay. I'm going to take my leap of faith now, and it's going to be absolutely okay because I'm following my guidance and I'm following my intuition and I'm going with the flow. I feel this is an amazing card for our masculine energy, and I feel some of them might be moving as well. There's moving also with this card, and I know I mentioned that when it came with the feminine energy before, but this again, the guys are repeating the same thing about the masculine, that some of them, including in their leaps of faith, is a movement. It could be a movement into a new home, a movement to a new life, some kind of a movement. Like something in their reality is definitely changing. So that's a good card for our masculine. The second card, which came for our masculine, is the card Beauty. And okay, let me see if you guys can see it. The light is showing, but it's pretty, an easy card to see. This is a card with a lot of flowers, a lot of bloom, and this card especially came for our masculine before. However, the message that's coming with this card Beauty is, like before, they used to see beauty as something that they are desiring to have in their life, and something that they are remembering that they should have beauty in their life. I feel this card is about love. I'm getting this message about this card is about love. It's about them um, actually presenting love. This is about them offering love. It's about um, it's about something really, really soft in their hearts. Okay, this is an interesting message. Um, when I got this card, I didn't really understand what the guides really wanted to say with it, but now it's actually starting to make more sense now. They're really saying, and the guys are really saying, love is being presented to those that we have kept hidden in the shadows or in the dark. This is exactly what the guys are saying with what this card means. It's a presentation of love. It's like I'm seeing like a man presenting flowers, and those flowers are flowers of love. Um, so masculine energies are going to be really feeling this whole idea of love. There's like a flow. Like even in this card, there's an abundance of roses and flowers, and a lot of pink and a lot of white. So it's like a flow. I'm feeling like a river. It's a flow. It's a flow going on with love. So some of our masculine energies are going to be making some gestures of love. They're going to be expressing that love. And it might be coming in ways that we cannot really see fully, but it's just a flow. There's a flow that is going on, whether they really express it or whether they are actually just internally feeling this whole stirring up of emotions. Because I'm feeling with this card, it's the word flow, and the guys that keep showing me things moving, and a river moving. It's flowing with energy, and it's flowing with love, and it's like okay, so the guys are saying this is like the masculine tapping into their feminine sides, which is something that they needed to tap into, that side of their feminine emotions, which are, it's about nurturing, it's about presentation of love, it's about the giving side of the feminine energies. They're picking up more of how the feminine have been expressing their emotions and have been expressing how they have this flow of love, like Mother Earth, for example, and the masculine are tapping into all of this. It's something new for them, but it's just flowing in them. It's like they were waiting to be exposed to how the feminine have been working on their energies. Oh, wow, this is a beautiful card. I mean, and the messages that I'm getting with it are just really, really nice. Okay, so the third card that came for our masculine energy is perception. Um, this card, I know I've expressed it before, especially these cards that came from, it came for the feminine energy, I think, the last few readings. But again, just to explain what this card is all about, she's like someone who's on the stage, a theater, and we have those two masks expressing the emotions that get expressed in theater, whether it's a tragedy or a comedy, laughter or or pain, or expressions of pain. There's a lot of red in the background, like the curtains themselves. She's wearing red shoes, and she's holding one mask in her hand, and we can't really know what kind of mask she has chosen, which side of her that or what she wants to express, that is showing here. We can't really fully understand what she wants to express. She's being very vague in this card. However, what I'm getting with this card, it's about perception. It's about the masculine energy having some kind of a perception in front of the whole world, that they are really, some of them are hiding behind a mask, and they're actually enjoying this kind of hidden emotions, because behind the mask is a flow of passion, and the red color is just an expression of things going in the background, in their minds, and in their healing. There's a lot of passion flowing. The red is an expression also of their own creative side. So it's like whatever they're showing the world, whatever mask they're actually wearing in a 3D perspective, is not truly what's actually happening with them. It's like they're creating some kind of a facade in front of them, because behind the scenes they're doing something totally different. I feel some of them have this kind of image in a way because they are really becoming very protective of what they have, or what they're working on. It's like they don't want things to be revealed now because they are just being protective of it. It's like when someone is inventing something. And that's the image that's coming to me. The guys are just expressing this now. It's like when someone has some kind of an invention, some kind of a creative project, some kind of an emotion or something going on with them that is very, very important to them, and they are very protective of it. So they create this facade or create this face in front of the world, but yet on the background, they're actually working really hard with their creative abilities and with their passion totally, um, with this project or this idea that they have, that they're being very protective of it because they don't want anyone to know about it right now. They really want it to be something that is in the works, or something that they're really working on, and when they're ready, they're going to express it fully to the whole world. They're actually going to all of a sudden remove a mask, and things are going to be expressed openly and outwardly, and without any fear, without full courage, because they are actually ready at that moment to protect what they have created. Um, Quite an interesting card for the masculine. I'm feeling that I'm supposed to mention something also about those pillars behind it, or those something about this card is also about maintaining balance, because they're working. The reason why they have this facade or things hidden and or something under the shadows is because they are working on creating balance in their life. And once they have this kind of balance, or something that they're building, or something that they're working on has this kind of balance, then it's going to be out in the open, because they're going to be balanced, very well balanced at that time, to actually really stand behind whatever they're going to be presenting. So they're working on their own balance, they're working on their creative abilities behind whatever they feel that they're really working on at this moment. Very interesting messages for our masculine this time. Let me show you what we received for our masculine energies when it comes to their emotions and their romantic lives. So the first card is trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. So when it comes to this card, and what the guys really are saying about what's going on with the masculine, is that they are actually, when it comes to the romance and the romantic connection to another, they are really working hard on trust. There's something that they're really wanting to work on this word trust, and the guys are saying that it's not about trusting the situation really, because it's quite clear for them. Whatever is in the romance side and their love life, the situation is pretty clear. Like, it's very clear to them what this is going to be all about, what their connection to that feminine energy, or that loved person that they haven't, their romantic partner or their divine partner, their twin flame, their soulmate. It's quite clear for them really what this is all about, but what they're really working on right now is trusting themselves. It's about them trusting themselves, trusting their intuition, trusting their own inner guidance. It's about them even trusting their own abilities, their own sense of worthiness, their own sense of I know what I'm doing, or I'm divinely guided, or this is something that makes sense to my soul. So it's a big thing for them right now to be working on trust, and it's more about an inner trust, not just a trust to the outside situation. It's about really something in themselves that they, and it's again something that it's about them having a trust in their own abilities, not just trusting their guidance or their intuition or how they feel about the situation, but it's about them trusting that they have the ability to protect their loved ones. I feel very much this is more about protecting our homes, protecting the love that they're going to have with another. It's about them being able to be very masculine when it comes to their feminine energy, like um, becoming all their masculine energy really when it comes to their connection with their feminine. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but it's I'm feeling a lot of sense of protection, and it's like I have to protect my beloved. This is what's really coming with this card. Um, the second card that came for them is let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. And again, I feel, and it's really interesting. This card, it's coming with this interpretation about trust, because I feel that the guys are telling them that they have to let go of how they want every situation in their life to unfold um, with their own control. Like they want them to go into the situation without having to control every single little detail about it. It's like the guides are really cautioning them from, again, trying to get back into the ego ways of life, which is when you are in the ego perspective of life, you're planning every single detail of how things should be or how things should fall in place. But when you are working with your spiritual side or working with the soul side of events, you actually fully trust and let go and go with the flow of how things are going, without really wanting every single detail to be very well planned, which is very much an ego or a very masculine perspective of the situation, because they want everything um, to be known, everything want to be detailed, everything needs to be under the control of trying to plan everything perfectly. So it's just telling them let go, because everything is unfolding naturally. Okay, so the third card is romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So I feel very much this reading is a lot about the flow of energy of love. So they really, this card is about the masculine energy expressing love. And it's very interesting because that came with the cards that I got for the energy. It's about a flow of love. And this more is about the masculine actually expressing love. It's about the guys are telling them to express how they feel. It's telling them about being very expressive of the romantic feelings. It's not about holding back, and it's very interesting because I'm doing this video reading tonight, and I just posted something on my Facebook group page about letting things go and about expressions of love to our loved ones. And it's very interesting. It seems like I've been speaking to the masculine today with this post. It's about them going forward with how they want to express their emotions, because every day that we have is a day to be cherished, because we don't know exactly what tomorrow is. No matter how many readings we can do, no matter how many intuitive messages that we can get and psychic information that we can get, we still cannot know exactly what tomorrow is going to bring. So it's about cherishing the moment. It's about seizing the day. It's about going with what you feel and expressing it as you go. It's if you feel something, just express it, because you don't know if tomorrow you're going to have a chance or not. Or it's just again, it's a release of emotions, a release of your own expressions of how you feel. So yeah, the guys are saying just go forward with knowing, honoring your romantic feelings about another. So these are the romance cards. When it comes to careers and finances, literally two cards jumped out of the deck when I was shuffling. So the first one is the Page of Earth. Scholarly, dependable, patient, successful. Good news about financial matters, wanting to do something more challenging, a new area of study. Um, The suit of earth here is a representation of our material lives. So the material lives are our finances, our money, home, family, and pages are a page in the card or in the deck is about a bearer of news, a bearer really of good news. So the page of earth is coming with good news about finances. Um, Want to do something more challenging, a new area of study. So it's about something, it's a new direction in finances and in career. It's about seeds that have been planted that are now actually growing and actually showing and bearing fruit. So this card is so colorful. I mean, I really hope you can actually see some of the colors, and she's a fairy. So um, I feel with this, it's like a lot of rewards, a lot of it's again another flow. I mean, the theme really for the month of May for the masculine is the flow. It's a flow of energy, it's a flow of love, it's a flow of finances, it's a flow of things moving in the right direction. It's really about the flow. And as heavy as sometimes the energies could be, um, everything is moving forward, and everything is really matching up really wonderfully with how this universe has been communicating with our masculine, especially the ones who have been following their intuition, and those who have been following their guidance, and those who have actually started taking positive actions and moving forward in their lives, and moving forward away from ego and away from harmful and toxic situations and toxic relationships, toxic people, toxic friends, or even family situations where are not which were are not for their highest good. So I feel very much this is a card about someone who's exploring new things. I feel a very young energy with this card, but it's also about maybe someone deciding to study something, going for a new form of education. But also it's about a really good stable environment when it comes to finances and careers. um, the second card that came with this is the Six of Water. And I know that the Suit of Water in this card deck definitely loves our masculine, so they show up as much as possible. This card is memories from your history or childhood issues regarding children romanticizing the past. So this card is about family, it's about love, it's about harmonious relationships, it's about I feel this card is about nostalgia. It's about nostalgia to something that happened in the past where we felt the most innocent, where we felt the most loved, where we felt like new in our own energy, like children. Um, and this is about also when it comes to careers and finances, which is really interesting because I feel this card is about a multitude of things. It's about a romantic side of careers and finances, but I feel also that it is something about careers and finances that is something on the mind of the masculine, that when they are making decisions in the month of May, a lot of these decisions, and probably decisions also in the last couple of months maybe, have been related to children. It's about finances relating to children. And I just got the guy just said the word custody issues, legal obligations, and money that it's owed to others, but not necessarily in a rightful way. Okay, so this is an interesting card that's coming for the masculine when it comes to careers and finances. So I'm definitely feeling that if any of them or whoever is listening to this reading, I feel there's something that's relating to maybe children, maybe obligations, maybe child support, something in that sort, a legal matter in a way, or some kind of an obligation. I feel that they should be very careful about how they view this situation, because there's something that either that they're not really fully seeing, or they should actually make sure that they uncover all the unknown facts about the situation. The word deception is coming up as well. with this. So it's like something may need to be known, or something that maybe the other side or someone relating to children is not being truthful about something. So it's just that the guides are really telling them that you have to be careful. Not that something bad is going to happen. They definitely are saying nothing bad is going to happen, but they're really wanting the masculine to trust their intuition and to go for whatever they're feeling is rightfully theirs and rightfully um, to be spent, or rightfully to be pursued. So it's again, the guides are actually really saying that you are very well guided, and you're being taken care of, but they really want our masculine to trust very much their intuition and what their soul is really trying to tell them, and what the guides have been actually trying to tell them. Because the guides in this card, and whoever is going to be listening to this message, if they resonate with it, it's about them trusting things that have been intuitively coming to them, but they're not really honoring this intuition, because they are not sure if this intuition, or if it's the guides whispering something in their ears, or they're seeing something in their dreams, or feeling things and knowing things. So it's something about trusting the guidance that is coming, whatever the situation is. These are the cards I have for the masculine for the month of May, and it's quite an interesting message for them. I feel the month of May, and as we go along, maybe into the month of June as well, it's I feel that the energy is, and it's been pretty strong also since April. That this energy is really an energy that's propelling us forward, and especially when it comes to the masculine, it's like they're getting a huge push forward towards their soul. They're getting more into the shifts that have been happening. So they've been getting things quicker, getting things stronger in their intuition, and some of them have started to act on that intuition, and some of them are still catching up. So it's really about being patient with what's going on in our lives right now. This is the masculine reading for the month, and I wanted also to let you know that I'd like to invite more people to join my Facebook group page, because I keep posting a lot of things on it. A lot of information, channeled messages and channeled guidance messages, as well as anything that I receive about the energy, and any kind of message that the guides want to portray at the moment. There's always going to be some kind of new announcements coming up for me. And one of these announcements is I'm going to be speaking at an amazing conference that is happening in Chicago from June 30th till July 2nd. It's a 3-day event, and it's for twin flames. And I'm actually going to be joined by some of the mostly gifted and mostly intuitive and amazing spiritual teachers that are going to be joining me in that conference. I have more information on that in my Facebook page, Neglah's Gardens of Wisdom. And also I'm gonna see if I can add a link, or you can actually always email me to get more information about it. And it's going to be an amazing event. I'm pretty excited about it for anyone, not only for those on a twin flame path, but also for those who are into divine partnerships and into an ascension path. This conference is going to be amazing. It's going to be full of intuition, spiritual guidance, intuitive astrology, activation codes, and really, if you see the names of those who are going to be speaking at this event, you're going to be understanding how big this event is going to be. It's going to be supporting those who are going to attend into a major shift positively into their soul guidance and into their own individual journeys. With this, I hope you've enjoyed the monthly reading for our masculine, and I look forward for another reading for the masculine energies. I'll talk to you soon.